Christmas Eve in Salem is never short on drama, and this year promises to be no exception. As the holiday season ushers in joy and goodwill, secrets, surprises, and the return of a familiar face are set to shake things up for the residents of Salem. Buckle up for a roller coaster of emotions as the festive spirit collides with intrigue and mystery. The day begins with an unexpected knock at EJ's door. Known for his sharp wit and icy demeanor, EJ isn't exactly known for hosting surprise guests. So, imagine his shock when he opens the door to find someone from the past standing on his doorstep. This isn't just any visitor, it's a figure who holds a peculiar place in Salem's lore, a doppelganger who once wreaked havoc in the lives of several residents. Yes, the man who looks identical to Rafe is back, stirring up memories and mysteries that many thought were long buried. Arnold Feniger, presumed dead and gone, resurfaces with a story that's as enigmatic as his sudden appearance. The history between Arnold and Rafe is complex and fraught with tension, as Arnold once impersonated Rafe and caused significant turmoil in his personal and professional life. His return raises numerous questions. Where has he been? Why has he chosen now to come back? And, most intriguingly, why is he at EJ's doorstep? EJ's initial reaction is a mix of skepticism and curiosity. He's a man who prides himself on control and calculated moves, but Arnold's arrival threatens to upend his carefully constructed world. What starts as a simple request for a place to stay quickly spirals into something far more complicated. Arnold's reappearance could spell trouble not only for Rafe but for EJ as well. It seems that Arnold knows something that EJ would rather keep hidden. The tension in the room is palpable as EJ weighs his options. Does he turn Arnold away, risking exposure of his secrets? Or does he let him in, knowing full well that it might lead to chaos? Meanwhile, the ripple effects of Arnold's return begin to spread. Rafe, who has worked hard to move past the nightmare that Arnold created, is thrust back into the center of the storm. The mere thought of his doppelganger walking around Salem again is enough to put him on edge. Rafe's instincts kick into high gear as he starts piecing together Arnold's motives. Is this a genuine return from the dead, or is there a deeper, more sinister agenda at play? The lines between reality and deception blur as Rafe prepares for a confrontation that could change everything. Adding another layer of drama to the unfolding story, EJ receives an unexpected visit from Belle. Her arrival is shrouded in mystery, but it's clear that she brings news or intentions that could complicate matters even further. Belle's connection to EJ has always been a mix of professional and personal entanglements, and this visit is no different. As she steps into the scene, the tension escalates. What role does she play in the chaos that's brewing? Is she here to help EJ, or does she have her own agenda? EJ's home, which is usually a fortress of control and power, becomes a hotbed of secrets and intrigue. As the night unfolds, it becomes evident that this isn't just about Arnold's return or Belle's visit. There's a deeper narrative at play, one that ties together past betrayals, hidden motives, and the ever-present struggle for power in Salem. The stakes are high, and the players are all too aware that one wrong move could have devastating consequences. Christmas Eve is traditionally a time of joy, family gatherings, and festive cheer. However, for Kayla, this year is anything but merry. As the snow falls softly outside, Kayla finds herself consumed by an overwhelming sense of dread. She can't shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong with her baby, a mother's instinct that cuts deeper than any logical explanation. Her worry extends beyond herself. Her thoughts are tethered to her daughter, Stephanie, and the complicated web of emotions and relationships in which she's entangled. Kayla has always been no stranger to the intricacies of love and heartache. Her own romantic history is a testament to how messy relationships can become. She once stood at the altar with Jack, harboring lingering feelings for Steve, the man she truly loved. Even after Steve, her heart found itself drawn to Shane, despite the complications of his past with her sister. Later, she sought solace in Justin, whose tragic past with Adrian made their connection bittersweet. Through it all, Kayla learned that matters of the heart rarely come wrapped neatly in bows, especially during the holidays. As she sits by the fireplace, cradling a cup of tea, Kayla recalls a moment that encapsulates the bittersweet essence of her life. Stephanie, as a child, had often crept into her room during thunderstorms, clutching her favorite stuffed animal and whispering, "Mommy, can I sleep with you?" Those nights were filled with comfort and safety, a stark contrast to the tumultuous relationships that shaped Kayla's adult life. Now, as an adult, Stephanie's struggles echo Kayla's past in unsettling ways. Stephanie's heart is caught between two men, Philip and Alex. Philip's charm and persistence have drawn her in, but her lingering feelings for Alex complicate matters. Kayla can't help but see shades of her younger self in her daughter. She recognizes the danger of forging ahead with one relationship while still tethered emotionally to another. The fact that Philip and Alex share a bond that resembles cousin-like familiarity only adds to the complexity. Kayla's own experiences taught her that such entanglements often lead to heartbreak for everyone involved. "Be careful, Stephanie," Kayla had said during a quiet moment between mother and daughter. "You can't build something real with one person if part of your heart is still with someone else. Trust me, I know." The weight of her words hung in the air, a solemn reminder of the lessons learned through tears and time. Despite Kayla's warnings, Stephanie's path is far from straightforward. Philip's relentless pursuit of her has sparked tensions with Alex, who struggles to reconcile his feelings for Stephanie with the reality of her burgeoning connection with Philip. The friction between the two men is palpable, and the holiday season, which should bring peace, only seems to magnify their rivalry. Stephanie, caught in the middle, wrestles with her own desires and fears. She wonders if she's destined to repeat her mother's mistakes, a thought that leaves her feeling both vulnerable and defiant. Meanwhile, Alex and Philip's relationship takes a surprising turn. Despite their initial animosity, the two men begin to find common ground. A chance encounter during a Christmas Eve gathering forces them to confront their shared history and mutual respect for one another. What begins as a tense exchange evolves into an unexpected truce, as they agree to focus on what truly matters: Stephanie's happiness. Their fragile accord, however, is threatened by lingering doubts and unresolved emotions. Can they truly set aside their differences, or will the ghosts of their pasts come back to haunt them? As the clock strikes midnight, Kayla's worries reach a crescendo. Her thoughts are a whirlwind of maternal concern and personal reflection. She's determined to support Stephanie, but she knows that some lessons must be learned the hard way. Kayla's own journey has been a testament to resilience and the enduring power of love, even when it's messy and imperfect. She hopes that Stephanie, too, will find her way, guided by the wisdom passed down through generations. Premarital counseling. When Jada needs a little advice, Paulina is always willing to provide it. The bride-to-be is a dedicated and ambitious individual who has recently stepped into a prestigious and high-pressure role as police chief. This achievement is not just a testament to her skills and determination but also a significant milestone in a traditionally male-dominated field. However, her new position introduces a layer of complexity to her personal life. Her fiancé, who also works in law enforcement, finds himself grappling with the implications of their professional and personal dynamics. Understanding that working directly under his future spouse might create tension, both at home and in the workplace, he makes a bold decision. Resigning from his position under her leadership is not a step he takes lightly, but he's determined to prioritize their relationship over career hierarchies. To the outside world, he insists that he's perfectly at peace with this decision, portraying himself as a progressive and supportive partner. Yet, behind closed doors, the truth is far more complicated. The emotions he's bottling up begin to seep through in subtle, yet telling, ways. His inner turmoil does not go unnoticed by his closest friends. One confidant, a wise and seasoned individual with a knack for understanding human behavior, becomes his sounding board. In their candid conversations, the groom-to-be opens up about his feelings of inadequacy and the internal conflict he's experiencing. On one hand, he's proud of his fiancée's accomplishments and genuinely wants to support her. On the other, stepping away from his role leaves him questioning his own professional identity and self-worth. Meanwhile, the bride-to-be also seeks advice, turning to a trusted and outspoken mentor. Known for her sharp wit and no-nonsense attitude, this advisor doesn't shy away from telling hard truths. During their heart-to-heart discussions, she offers a unique perspective, emphasizing the importance of open communication and mutual respect in their relationship. She highlights the challenges of balancing personal aspirations with the demands of a partnership and encourages the bride-to-be to create space for her fiancé's feelings, even if they're difficult to hear. As the couple navigates these conversations, it becomes increasingly clear that their engagement is about more than just planning a wedding. It's an opportunity for growth, both individually and as a couple. They're forced to confront issues that many partners avoid until much later, if at all. Questions about power dynamics, career sacrifices, and the roles they'll play in each other's lives come to the forefront. For the groom-to-be, seeking advice from his confidant proves to be a double-edged sword. While the guidance he receives helps him process his emotions, it also brings to light certain insecurities he hadn't fully acknowledged. His confidant, always a steadfast and supportive figure, challenges him to view the situation from a different angle. Rather than focusing on what he's giving up, he's encouraged to consider what he's gaining, a partnership built on mutual respect and understanding. Still, old habits die hard, and it's evident that letting go of ingrained societal expectations about masculinity and career success will take time. For the bride-to-be, the advice she receives from her mentor serves as a wake-up call. She's reminded that while her career is important, so is nurturing the relationship that's become her anchor amidst the chaos of her professional life. Her mentor's words prompt her to reflect on how her actions and decisions impact her fiancé. She begins to recognize the subtle ways in which she can create a more equitable partnership, whether that's through small gestures of appreciation or by actively involving him in her decision-making process. As the wedding day approaches, the couple's journey is far from smooth. Misunderstandings and miscommunications arise, testing their commitment to one another. But with the support of their confidants, they learn to navigate these challenges together. The groom-to-be discovers that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength, and the bride-to-be learns that leadership extends beyond the workplace and into her personal life.